So for the final screencast for our lookup series of screencasts, we're going to look at the functions index and match. So I'll start with index, so equals index, and it returns a value or reference of a cell at the intersection of a particular row in a column in a given range. So what that means is that we can give it an array, so we can give it the same array table that we were using before, and all we have to do is give it a row number and a column number. So if I want to pull out this Holden Commodore's price, that would be the fourth row and the fourth column. So 4, 4, close brackets, enter, and that's the value that we get. So I can change this to the third row and the fourth column. So that's the price of the Hilux. And 4, 3 gives us the name Commodore. So we can see that this is a quick way to index into a set of data if we know which column and which row we want to look at. So when we don't know which row and which column, it can be a bit of a trick. So there's another function called match. So if we look up match, it says returns the relative position of an item in an array that matches the specific value in a specific order. So what does that mean? If we have a lookup value of make, for example, and our lookup array is this value, we can have an exact match, which is 0, sorry. Put a 0 in there and we get an exact match, so it says 2. So 2, because it is the second value of this array, right? So using this with index, we can actually nest this inside of index. So instead of in our column 1, we want to find out the make, so we can say match of make. The lookup array will be this one, and the match type is a 0, and we close the bracket. So we've nested a function inside of a function, and when we press enter, it works. So we've got this match finds out which column make is, so make is the second column, and I'll put that value in there. So the fourth row, second column is Holden. We can do that for, say, the 8th, which will be BMW. So match and make fit quite nicely together. It has the benefit that if I wanted to rearrange this data, so I might want to take those ones out and insert to the left. We can see that this didn't change. So because it's trying to match on make, match now returns a 3, and we still get BMW out. So that's a fairly useful tool if you're going to be manipulating a fair bit of data, but still want to index out certain values. So that concludes our lookup screencasts. Between these 3 screencasts, we have some fairly powerful lookup tools, and that should be enough to cover you for the labs. You'll probably find that a lot of these get used with a lot of other functions inside of them, particularly our logical functions that we'll go into in the next set of screencasts. It just increases the amount of uses that we have for these functions. So join us in the next set and we'll show you how to use the if statements and a couple more logical things.